Hey guys, Sean here. 2022 is going to be a real exciting time for every silver stacker out there. I believe that in this year, we will be seeing fantastic buying opportunities to build up your stack. And if you're watching from the sidelines, you might want a swan dive into silver in 2022. What I love about this climate is that things are going to get very volatile for silver, and that means there will likely be many dips where we can get more silver for cheaper. And in this video, I'll guide you through my silver stacking strategy for 2022, the incredible opportunities you need to look out for, and some important things to avoid. Let's dive in. So if we look at silver in 2021, we can see that its price has been anything but stable. So silver ended the year slightly lower at $23. We can also see the price swings of 10 to 20% easily within a single month. And I believe that silver's crazy volatility will only continue in 2022. Remember guys, we are in one of the highest inflationary periods in modern history. We recently hit 7% inflation this year, and that's insane. Plus the Fed has come out saying that they will start to taper and raise interest rates earlier. All this should cause the price of silver to really swing up and down, as people will be going in and out, especially on Wall Street. Now, I am optimistic about how well silver is doing despite the bearish statements the Fed made, right? Silver rebounded from $22 sharply back to over $23 within a matter of days, while stocks and other assets like Bitcoin are actually going down. So I think that this just shows that silver is slowly forming a base price, a strong consolidation might be happening, and when the spike up happens, boy, I believe that it will take us by surprise. I believe 2022 presents to us a great environment to load up on more physical ounces. So right now, the sentiment for precious metals, especially silver, is uncertain. You don't really hear mainstream media commenting anything about the metal. Most investors know that inflation is soaring, but they're afraid of getting to silver because it really hasn't been performing for the last 12 months, right? In fact, I think that the price is down by around $1 or so compared to last year, and unfortunately, a lot of investors think short term. But for silver stackers like us, we know the reason why we are stacking, and it's to preserve our purchasing power, right? So we aren't really worried about the short term. If anything, it represents a buying opportunity. Now, because of this consolidation or cooling off period for silver, dealers are kind of starting to lower their premiums, right? In 2021, the silver premiums really peaked with the rated silver squeeze happening, and many dealers out there were kind of claiming there was a physical shortage, right? I remember even seeing silver coins like the Maples going for 25 to 30% premiums, and the Silver Eagle premiums flying above 40%, and some was even 50%. Now that is insane, and as smart silver investors, the best time to get in is when people aren't that hyped up about silver. Not when everyone is rushing to buy and you're trying to join in the queue as well. And I think that local and online bullion dealers are kind of seeing this shift happen, and they're gradually lowering their premiums, right? So just recently, I bought for myself a stack of 25 silver maples at a sale from a local dealer at just 12% above spot, guys, and that is almost half of the regular premium. And I think that this might be a good time to start getting more silver before people start paying more attention, right? Dealers won't really have the excuse to jack up premiums this year, and I believe that premiums across the board will fall by quite a bit. So what types of silver should you get in 2022? I think it's more important to diversify into different types and not just focus exclusively on either the smaller coins or bigger bars, right? I believe that having a mixture is really important so that you have the flexibility to sell how you want when the time comes. So personally, around half of my stack consists of 1 ounce silver coins, such as the Maples, Britannias, and Eagles. And while buying coins does have that higher premium, you'll be paying a bit more. Getting that recognizability and small weight really allows you to just sell part of your stack if you need to. And the next step up are 10 ounce bars, and I think that they are the best compromise for portability and premiums. So while a coin normally will have a premium of around 25%, 10 ounce bars are around 17 to 18%. Now, if you're a stacker like me who cares about getting the most return and selling a big amount of silver when the time comes, the 1 kg silver bar will be the perfect option, right? Now, if I'm not wrong, premiums are around 12 to 14% depending on the brand, and that really allows you to accumulate more ounces for lesser dollars. So if you're overweight in one particular type of silver, now is a good time to consider stacking other denominations. If you have too many bars, maybe getting some coins is a good idea. And if you have coins piling up to the ceiling, perhaps now is the time to get bigger bars and kind of get more ounces for your dollar. I don't believe that we'll be encountering another silver squeeze like last year anytime soon. So guys, I would be taking this chance to increase my silver stack across all categories. Now for 2022, I think we will need to readjust our stacking strategy by quite a bit. The way we stack kind of has to evolve because we are in a highly volatile environment where the silver price is caught between high inflation and the Fed's threats to taper, right? So backing up the truck will be very dangerous during this period of wild price swings. I know I've never advocated doing lump sum investing and trying to time the market because realistically, we can't. No one can, guys. You can't, and I sure as hell can't. So dollar cost averaging your way in is going to be the best bet to really smooth out the ride on the silver roller coaster. So whether it's 20 ounces a month or 5 ounces a week, it really doesn't matter, right? It's all about being consistent and not rushing in. But in 2022, we also want to have some additional ammunition to take advantage of big price dips, right? I call it my emergency investing fund, and I activate it whenever I see the price of silver just get smashed down by 5% or 10%. And if you actually take notice, dealers are kind of more likely to suddenly have a sale on their products when the price gets hammered down. And sometimes their discounts can be really good. We are talking like 50% or more of the premiums, and sometimes even near spot for some of the bigger bars, right? So you really want to have some spare cash in reserve as well to capitalize on these moments in time. Because truth be told, we won't know when the next time both the spot price and physical premiums will come down again, right? And as investors, it's all about stacking more ounces at a lower price and staying ahead of the game. Now, before you think that this is a message to stack to the moon, it's not. I have to make an important point here, and it's to always stack responsibly, especially in 2022. The thing is, we won't know how long the silver price will be consolidating and stay in these sideways movements. It could really be stagnant for the next 1 or 2 years. The silver price, like gold, tends to have an explosive move up and then settle down, consolidating again before another trigger event explodes it up again. And no one can really predict when that trigger event might happen and what it will be. It's not really like the stock market that rises 6 or 7% every single year. It's not going to be a straight line up, guys. And that is why it is important to really limit your purchases and fix a budget for your silver stacking, right? So for me, I set aside a fixed amount of money that I will pour into precious metals and I stick it to it. You don't really want to bust your budget or get into debt trying to time the market and buy silver when you can't really afford to. Remember, there's no guarantee the price of silver will move the way you want it to, especially if you try to slap a time frame on it, right? But it's guaranteed that you will need to pay interest on your credit card bills. So do yourself a favor, guys, and really stack responsibly. Have a dollar amount you're comfortable with spending and stick to it. And in the long run, timing the market beats trying to time the market. Now, there's a reason why I have some gold coins here, and it's a reminder to diversify into gold. Now, if you're watching this, you are probably a hardcore silver stacker, and as great as silver is, getting some gold is a good idea. The thing about gold and silver is that while they are both monetary metals and awesome stores of value, they really help protect you in different scenarios. Silver is very volatile, and a big part of it is because it is a really small market, right? It's almost 10 times smaller than gold. And seeing swings of 5 to 10% on a monthly or even weekly basis is quite terrifying if you are all into silver. But just beyond the volatility, gold is a great asset to hedge against inflation, right? You gotta know that central banks hold gold while they do not hold silver, right? There's a bit of a silent universal agreement that gold is a safe haven asset and the ultimate store of value. And if inflation picks up and real interest rates continue to stay negative, gold could really outperform silver. 70% of silver's use is industrial, and that means that if there's a global slowdown, the price of silver can actually drop or stagnate, while the price of gold might actually go up in the same period. But if you diversify into some gold, you will be able to capture both gains and really smooth out the volatility of your precious metals, right? So really think about how much gold you would be comfortable holding as part of your precious metal stack. Maybe it's 10%, maybe it's 30%. And if you're wondering which is the best type of gold to start with, you really can't go wrong with the Canadian gold maple. It is well recognized, has one of the lowest premiums around, and is overall just a beautiful coin. I'll leave a link in the description so that you can check out more about the gold maple. I believe that the case for silver is just as strong as the past few years, and it really goes beyond just wealth protection. Yes, the primary reason why I personally stack silver and why I believe you stack as well is to maintain our purchasing power. But I think that there's good potential for the silver price to really appreciate down the road. No, you will not get Lamborghini rich next year with silver, you will not buy your new Ferrari with silver, but if we take a closer look at the price of silver versus gold, we can see that gold is near its all-time high of $2,000, right? Gold today is around 1830 and it's quite near the striking point of $2,000, right? But silver is miles away from its own high of almost $50. And if we investigate further, we can see that the all-in sustaining cost of mining silver is around $11. And that means if the price of silver was to fall below $11, no mining company in the right mind will continue to produce silver if it's operating at a loss, right? And that alone will help to drive back up the silver price if it falls too low. So if we use today's price of around $23 silver, that means there's a bit of a potential gain of $25 if silver was to hit the all-time high again, versus a $11 loss if silver was to crash down to its mining cost. And personally, to me, that's pretty good odds. And that is why I'm continuing to stack silver to preserve wealth and to benefit from that potential upside as well. So there you have it, guys. I believe that as the years go by, the dollar will get weaker and weaker, and precious metals, especially silver, will continue to hold its value and appreciate in price. In 2022, you want to start thinking about expanding your silver stack and really take advantage of the volatility that might come. I'm looking to get more low premium silver, and my game plan is to get as many ounces as possible in my hands. And that means going for lower premium coins and bars and really bargain hunting at different retailers, both locally and online. I think that the inflation problem won't be so easily solved just because the Fed has announced an interest rate hike, right? And while mainstream people are still switched off about silver and the majority of money is still sloshing around in the stock market, this is when I want to silently accumulate more. Because when the hype starts and if another silver squeeze happens again, who knows how high the spot price and premiums can rise. So what are your plans for silver in 2022? Are you looking to double down and buy more silver, or are you also looking to add some gold into the mix? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more gold and silver videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.